Wicked Reports marketers had the following pain points with our solution. They knew that the click before the last click was driving the branded results or the organic results, such as a Facebook or TikTok or another Google campaign, possibly Microsoft or PIN. That click was then driving the final click, and we had no way to show that. Or you were a media buyer in charge of just Facebook, and then there was another media buyer or the brand pushing a ton of SMS and email, and that was stealing a lot of the credit you felt you deserved. Well, I'm thrilled to announce that our new feature, Custom Attribution, solves that problem and gives the proper custom ROI that you need based on more complicated funnels that have multi-channels that are interacting, so that any of the clicks before the last click, if you know they're important in your funnel, you're able to show that attribution and relevant ROAS, relevant improved CAC, and all that visibility and insight that you didn't used to have. So I'm just elated we have this feature. It was a top request. Let me show you how it works. Advertisers are faced with three big challenges related to trying to drive more ROAS from their ad spend. A lot of Google ad conversions are attributed to brand because all the great marketing you've done leads to someone finally punching in your brand's name, then clicking on the brand ad you have at the top, and then you've lost all the insight as to how did they know to type in your brand to begin with. It was from marketing at the top and middle of the funnel. Google Analytics, you try to solve it that way. Well, you see a ton of direct sales. Well, that's people that knew about your brand. Well, unless you're a household name, people don't just wake up and type in your brand. Something led to them going direct to the brand. That's top and middle funnel marketing. Or do you have a lot of Facebook, TikTok, or Snap social ads that are later converting via email or SMS? Well, that's good news that you know email and SMS are working, hopefully through a nice attribution platform. But sometimes those clicks don't fall neatly into a preconceived attribution model. This is a problem. Or there's a linear model that tracks all the clicks and therefore diffuses the impact of these top and middle clicks. Everyone's got these problems, and I am thrilled that Wicked Reports has solved them with something we call custom last click attribution. Using your first party data and this new way of looking at attribution that solves these three problems. Right now, I'm looking at the ROI report for Facebook using a 14-day attribution time window for last click, which means if someone clicked on Facebook and then a sale appeared in the shopping carts or subscription payment systems you've integrated with Wicked Reports, we're going to show revenue. However, Wicked Reports is multi-touch, multi-channel, and we only give credit for one last click under the last click model normally before this feature. And so Facebook, being the thing that drove the final touch before the sale, is showing, well, it's negative 3%, 0.97 ROAS. Now we have two additional options that allow you to customize the last click that handle all those situations I just mentioned. One, we can ignore all non-paid clicks. So this is now reattributing all the data and saying, if I don't count SMS or email, did Facebook drive more revenue? Which is a fair thing to ask, because maybe the click before the last click, Facebook got them really excited, and then they went into their email and bought, or then they got a text and bought a couple days later, up to 2 weeks later. This case, your ROI has gone up to 19%. Your ROAS is now 1.19. You're already profitable. However, it gets even better. Let's say, well, I really know that I really know that one of these campaigns definitely drives a lot of revenue, because if I have experimented pre-Wicked Reports and I turn it off or on, my sales drop or raise, and I know that this is driving a lot of revenue. So I just want to know, did anyone that clicked, any clicks that came from this campaign or any clicks that came from Facebook, did they end up buying within 14 days? This is where ignore all other clicks comes in. If you're a Facebook only agency or advertiser, or you just really want to assess Facebook on its own merits, this is saying any click from Facebook that led to a sale within 14 days. And in this case, you'll see now, like Darwin testing went from 70% to 166%. So this one is driving some nice sales. All the ROI was originally negative 3% and 0.97, so you weren't making your money back. Now you're making 38%, 1.38. First of all, this is going to answer those problems where if we have a tracked click within 2 weeks, we'll give it revenue credit using this ignore all other clicks custom attribution setting. More importantly though, these are all verifiable. So if you're looking at Facebook and you're like, I don't trust Facebook, well, this is as far as we can trust it because we have a click and then within 2 weeks we have a sale and we're assuming that click was the only thing that led to the sale. So as optimistic as we can be. So if you're in there and Facebook's showing 103 sales for this and we're only showing 66, we're going to show you them and we're ignoring everything else. That's pretty trustworthy and reliable. And as for why Facebook shows more, we have videos on that. You can come here and read why we don't match, but you can just Google about Facebook metrics. You can talk to your live chat rep. You can talk to your dedicated rep. We can get on a Zoom and talk it through with you. But this is verifiable, trustworthy, stable data that we can stand behind. And furthermore, you can act on 166%. So you can know, hey, I can spend more here. This is leading to sales. And that is what an attribution platform needs to allow you to do. How can you turn all this insight into more attributed ROI and ROAS? And this is how you do it. Thank you.